Alright, hello everyone, that is a very up close shot of me, my goodness. Alright, so we were meant to go live about 4 minutes ago, but it wasn't on the clock, so we couldn't broadcast it, so I've been trying to figure out if we can get it broadcasted so everyone can see this. So first of all, welcome. There's no sound, are we good? Apparently no sound. There should be sound. I'm going to assume we're good. There's sound. Hello. We good. Alright. So without further ado, let us jump into this. So we get to bring up the in-game. Alright. So we are here for the first update of June. It is going to be focused on the Hall of Memories. Hall of Memories is, if you've watched BTS, located in the Memorial to Guffix, which was brought out in January 2017. It is now accessible via this pool. You need level 70 Divination to take part in this content, just to make this very clear. Before I jump in, I do want to also mention there is a comp requirement as well as an MQC rec with this. So I'll show you the comp rec, which is down here, called Data Recovery. And it corresponds to helping the archivist recover all core memory data in the Hall of Memories. I'll explain how you do that when we get inside. And there's also an MQC rec, which has a fun little reference, tell me if you get it, down here called Guffix and the Chamber of Secrets, which is learn about Guffix's core memories in the Hall of Memories. So, oh, the overlay's covered. Okay, hold on. Oh wait, what? Your gameplay's covered by the overlay? Ah, you don't need to see my backpack. That's fine. We have nothing to worry about there. So yes, that is that reference. If you don't understand that reference, then you don't watch Harry Potter. Just gonna point that out. Alright. Who? Shit. Got Shed and John here, but then we're going to get to that point at the end of the stream, guys, where I have to awkwardly tiptoe over and end it, because we love those kind of endings. It's good fun. Alright, so let's jump in. This is the Hall of Memories. It is a really gorgeous looking area. To get started, I highly recommend you talk to the archivist, but before we do that, I'm going to go into the free cam so you can get a little look of this area. So you can kind of try and figure out what's going on here, but to give you a quick rundown, the colors correspond to the divination level. So your dark purple is your incandescent, your orange is your lustrous, I believe it's called, luminous, one of the two, and so on and so forth. It's a pretty big area, but it, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, alright, let's get into this. I'm tripping over my own words. Right, so couple of things to keep in mind here. First of all, talk to the archivist. He'll give you a quick introduction to the content itself. He seems to think you're an automaton. He's a little bit damaged, so he's a bit of a panicker, and he's also talking about core memories being missing. So it's your job to help fix it. And to do that, he'll give you a jar, one empty and one full. So with a full jar, you can deposit it in here. And then with your empty jars, you can fill it with energies around, or memories around the hall. Now, what this means is, in current divination, you, of course, get your wisps, and then you fill up your inventories awfully quickly. In here, you will fill up your jars. When you start skilling, you'll get a little tooltip which will tell you your jar is X amount full. And the idea is to fill up the jar with as much as you can, and then move on to another one. You can take out as many jars as you want to, up until the backpack limit. And then see how you get on. And to get started, I've been given a memory storage bot from Aggie, I guess is how you say it. I'm going to pronounce these names awfully wrong, so be aware. And you can see data recovered. Now, to recover this data, you need to harvest the correct memory. In this case, we need to go for lustrous. So if I want to focus on that, then I need to go for lustrous memories. And of course, as is the case with skilling, stuff moves around, so you need to be active. The divination outfit does work here in certain circumstances, so be aware of that. When you're done, just, yeah, no problem. Alright, so we'll jump into it. But something to keep in mind, when you fill up this memory storage bot, you'll get what we call a permanent boost to your divination. Now, if you're able to check what they are, here we go. So when we fill up the Ayagi bot, we'll get a permanent boost, which is an extra passive effect from the Memorial to Guffix. Now that means, instead of, I believe it's 5, if you're Prestige level 3, I'm not sure because I'm only Prestige level 1, it might be 4, you then get 5, or vice versa. Other ones include increased memory strand gain while in the Hall of Memories, ability to create 3 divine locations per day, the increased memory gain when harvesting from faded memories, as well as a permanent increased energy gain when converting memories. So you can imagine converting, having that help you towards your energy bonuses. So should be good fun. Oh, thanks, Shed.
Love you.
Have a good night.
Bye, mate.
Bye-bye. Bye, John.
See ya. Bye, Shawnee.
Nah, I'm all on my own.
Bye.
Alright.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
So, I'll...
Bye, Shawnee.
Bye.
Bye.
Delightfully awkward as per usual.
See ya, Shawnee.
Bye, bye.
We're going home now.
You're going home now? Oh, that's great. I'm so glad to hear that.
See you at the pub?
No.
No?
No.
I'll drink yours then.
Shut up. Bye. Right. Now, no. Close that door. Close that door. I can't have a normal stream, ladies and gentlemen. Right. So, here you can see we have our empty jar. Now, if we want to focus on the memory storage bot, we want to go for lustrous energy. So if we decide to do so, you can now see that we're filling up our data recovery. And as we're doing so, we're filling up our jars. Now, as I mentioned, you can go and get as many jars as you want. You click it once and it'll start automatically taking jars for you, as you'll see. So you can see it's starting to fill up. So you can fill up your inventory or you can keep a couple spaces. It is really up to you. I'll just take a couple just to demonstrate this. So we'll start doing lustrous energies. You might, of course, notice there are faded memories in the middle of the room as well. So the idea of this is it's kind of intensive divination training. You're going to be constantly on the move, but the reward is much better if you are efficient, and it will be better XP an hour than ancestral energy. So if you are into that, then this is the place for you. You might notice there is this butterfly dust as well, and you notice I'm getting a little chat message here as well as a buff icon. What this does is give me a chance to obtain memory shards. Now, this is a little bit different to your memory strands. Think of these as the shards you get when you're doing thieving with the boost from Memorial to Guthix. With them, you can use it to create signs of life if you have a certain amount of shards and so on. So I'll try and see if we can get a couple. We'll do incandescent energy so you can see how fast the jar's filling up. So, as a note as well, obviously because we're doing incandescent, we're not adding to this storage bot. So be aware of that. And there we go. So we just got some memory shards. So with this, you can see that we can use the memory shard to create any of these that we wish. So we can start to bulk them up and then use them to quickly create some portents of lives, portents of deaths, and so on. So feel free to do that. It's really up to you how you decide to go about doing this. And you might notice as well we have plimps in the background, and these come from core fragments, which we'll get to in just a little bit. So, I do highly recommend taking Bladed Dive as well as your Surge. If you want to navigate around here, we definitely encourage it. It will definitely help for your navigation from one area to another. So feel free to do that. And in the meantime, I will keep answering questions where possible. So feel free to keep popping your questions in, and I'll try and grab where I can. I do apologise for the rather erratic stream starting there because of, first of all, trying to sort out a broadcast, and then... just keeping on top of everything else, so yes. Yeah, hopefully you're all off and going here. This releases on Monday. This is Monday's game update. So again, just to clarify, when you come into the Hall of Memories, you need level 70 to get started, you can start harvesting memories from all over the place. Now, of course, these correspond to your levels. So, Lustrous corresponds to 70, Brilliant for 80, we have Luminous for 90, we have Brilliant for 85, and of course, Incandescent for 95. The Nightmare Muspers work there. I don't... Oh, God. I can't remember off the top of my head, unfortunately. I'm going to presume so, but you don't actually get energies in your backpack, so it might work differently. But Mod Ryan was the person involved with this update. He's a skiller. I have faith that Ryan has definitely looked into that. So yeah, keep aware of that. For the COP requirements, they're reliant on basically filling up these memory storage bots. So you have 5 bots that each have 250 data recovery each. So just fill them up, and then you've done your comp rec. So just to give that's to give you an idea. It's possible to use the Divinomatic here. No, the Divinomatic does not work. I asked that yesterday when I was trying it out. Will conversion boost work with a vacuum or just... Yeah, so the vacuum has essentially no use here. There is no quest requirement for this place, just level 70 divination. XP an hour at the most efficient, so I'm only doing lustrous, so I'm not going to be filling up much jars. So you can see I've got 1 full jar already. Now, if you had a full inventory of full jars, here's the XP you get. So I'll deposit just 1 jar in, and then keep an eye out for the XP drop we get here. So we'll drop 1 in, and 1 jar 7,200 XP because I got bonus XP. Now, if you have a full inventory, that's a lot of XP right there just from that. So if you're doing incandescents to fill these up much quicker, your memory gain isn't going to be too bad, actually. So if you have a full inventory of full jars, you're going to get some pretty decent XP here. So, yes, definitely do that if you can. So you can see my jar pretty much filling up very quickly. And yes, you get golden rocks, as I just got. There you go. And there is, of course, a skill in pet chance. I've already got Willow, so I'm not going to get a lucky drop on this one. So yeah, we'll see if we can do it. And now, of course, if your Divination outfit procs, you'll get double the percentage boost for your jar fill. So if you get lucky with your procs, then that jar will fill up very quickly. Can these be banked for double XP weekend? That's a good question. Let's have a look. We're going to cheat this and use the rotten potato to get to our bank. So you can't deposit that. Well, let's see if we can deposit one when it's full. So you can't deposit a jar ongoing. Makes sense. But let's see if we can deposit when we get it full. Can you get clues from this? Clues are from Divination. I believe Divination clues were brought in with the clue update, so you could get clues while doing Divination. So it would use that same check, and in essence, oh, there we go. As I say that, you discover a memory that contains a seal clue scroll. There you go, and it back to back. What? Oh, come on now. Oh, this is actually upsetting. Well, that is... What is this? That's the third clue scroll in 15... Oh, it's potato. Potato. Sorry, ignore me. I panicked and thought it was legit. It's my potato. Never mind. But it confirms you get clue scrolls. Oh, I get excited for no reason. Oh, facepalm. Anyway, where are we? That confirms we get clue scrolls, just to clarify. So no, you cannot deposit full jars, unfortunately. But if, for example, you know double XP is coming the next day, keep up a full jar, and then obviously deposit them when double XP starts. It didn't hurt. It sounded better than it hurt, trust me. Oh, good grief. Okay, so we're going to just keep getting clue scrolls, so I should probably get rid of the potato, shouldn't I? So this is what I was talking about earlier. This is a core memory fragment. Consider these kind of like your random events that happen. This can be captured by anyone, so you want to try and grab this as soon as you can. However, when you add this, inspect it, sorry, you can place it on one of these plimps. Now, when you do so, you want to fill up one side, and of course fill up this one, and then when that is done, a core memory will come into the room. That is part of the MQC rack. There are 5 of them, so the idea is everyone can team up and kind of work together to activate this event by placing the fragments on the plinth and then working towards that. So definitely crack on with that if you can. You can get all levels of clue scrolls, so you can see I got an elite, so if I roll the elite, I have a 1 in 100 chance of getting the master. So in that case, I didn't get the master. I just realized you guys can't see my inventory. Let me just move this. I'm going to totally butcher my own interface just so you guys can see my inventory. There you go. Sorry about that. My accent is a mixture of Welsh. Kind of lost the Welsh accent when I did commentary before I joined Jagex. And yeah. Anyway, that's kind of the accent. It's not really anything, if I'm honest. So we've got 2 full jars. Will Guffix Butterfly spawn from this in replace of Chronicles? I don't believe so. So there's obviously there's a butterfly that's flying around here, as you can see. This is the one that allows you to keep getting your shards if you keep going. So yeah, definitely try to capture memories near this, or just go over there and quickly reaching up your buff and then go back and do it. The best way to do the MQC is everyone working together to fill up plimps. So what I'm expecting is people to hop worlds as they're filling the plimps, as it's a community thing, and then hopping back and then grabbing the core memory. Are the Elder Wisps and Elder Chronicles? No, there's no Elder. So this room has incandescent, brilliant, luminous, and lustrous energy. This is, so just to give you an idea, right? I've personally, because I'm not the most efficient skiller ever, just to clarify, there are people who do this way better than me. When they have their full jars, you will absolutely probably get better XP an hour with this. What's one of Guffix's dark secrets? I mean, do you want me to try and fill up a storage bot and we can see a little bit of lore for anyone who's interested in lore? I'll speed this up a little bit as well. Everyone is just mimicking the way I say words now. Elite Dungeons come out at the end of June. Last update of June. Very exciting. Alright, let's see if we can keep on top of this as fast as we can. Premium Surge. So the pot's on 85 out of 250. Ba, 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 ba. I really should keybind Bladed Dive. Let me do that. There you go. Don't use Bladed Dive enough, if I'm honest. Alright, let's wait for the swap. So yeah, definitely for this room you should be using Bladed Dive and a mixture of Bladed Dive and Surge if you want to go from one to another. As mentioned, this is intense. It basically, in a sense, is intensive skilling of Divination. So don't rely on this to be your AFK Ancestral Energy methods. This is your intensive route. And obviously, just to clarify, my memory jar isn't filling up as much because I'm having to do Lustrous to fill up the bot. If this was Incandescent, then I'd probably be making a lot more gains. But you do what you do for your comp, even though I don't have comp. Soon, hopefully. In the meantime, by the way, do you guys want to hear some Solak patch notes while we do this? Let me know, because I have quite a few here I want to read. Rahman has told me to go wild. Let me try and enable VSync. VSync should be on. It's on adaptive. Let me turn it on. There you go. Alright, I'll read some Solak patch notes while we're doing this in the meantime. So, a couple of things to keep in mind here. I'll try and read out the stuff that we hotfixed already this week, and also what we are fixing for next Monday, just so you understand everything that's going in. So some of this might already be fixed. And by the way, I'm running faster because the game is 2 times faster, because I'm trying to speed up getting to the lore bit so I can show you what's going on. But anyway, so some of the stuff that has been fixed is charms will no longer be awarded to another player when claiming Solak loot if your inventory is full, and will be sent to your bank if your inventory is full. Defensive abilities will no longer be reset during Solak's phase transitions when transferring from the mine to the overworld. That was hotfixed, but of course that's going in for next Monday as well. There was a very strange issue sometimes where Solak would actually give you double kills, a double KC. So sometimes you kill him and actually you get 2 KC, not just 1. So we fixed that. Also, some Blight feedback for you all here. So get ready. The Blight percentage on Phase 2 of Solak will now be drained at a faster rate, and the Blight percentage drained from completing the Binding Crush mechanic on Phase 2 of Solak has been increased. So for players who have done Solak, discuss that in the chat. Also, players will now always be moved from underneath the down Solak at the end of the fight, so you can't just stay inside him when Solak has been killed. The Portent of Restoration will no longer be used to heal players inside Solak's mind, and calorie bombs can no longer be placed inside the mind of Solak, so we'll be fixing them as well, so be aware of that. What else we got? Also, for some reason during Solak we had some Angel of Death audio in there, so we've now removed that. Some Angel of Death audio made its way into Solak, so we're going to take that out. So that's out on Monday. Also, we've added a right-click claim loot to Merifel at the end of the Solak fight, so if you happen to die and then you go talk to Merifel at the end, you can go right-click and then claim loot from that. What else we got? We have also changed the, tweaked the hit cap, or damage cap should I say, on Solak. So the damage cap on Solak will no longer come into play earlier than it's supposed to. Is it possible to boost Divination level to access that place? That's a very good question, Mr. Sky. I'm not sure. Alarm, I'm not sure as well on that one, but try it out on Monday and see what happens. I'm moving at double speed, again, for people joining late. I'm moving at double speed because I'm trying to get towards this memory storage bot being complete, and then you'll be able to see a little bit of lore and also see one of the bonuses you get with this content as well. When I've gone through the patch notes, I would quite like to show you guys some stuff from TAPP that I've been working on just to get your feedback. We had a trial where we've now done TAPP today, so I've done quite a few things today that I'd love to show you guys, and hopefully let me know what you think. So yeah, let me know if you're up for that. Got some quest XP reward changes as well, so I want to let you guys know of that. For skillers, the Grand Tree quest, Royal Trouble quest, Death to the Dorgish Shung, and Observatory quest, I love butchering these names, now will give you lamps as XP rewards instead of straight up XP. So for anyone who doesn't want their XP given to them from that and instead put in a lamp, you can now get it from there. What else we got? Also for raids, we have a quick ninja fix where a warning message about forfeiting rewards when entering Yakamaru after defeating Durzag will no longer incorrectly appear. For people who, of course, do raids and don't claim Beastmaster, go out, go back into do Yaka, you'll know what I mean by that one. No clan updates on Monday, unfortunately. There is a really cool ninja fix I want to show you guys just after we're done here, actually. So it involves reward shops and it involves buy X. So everyone going, why can't I buy X amount at Vic or any other reward shop? Buy X is now there, but I'll show you that so you can check it out yourself. Get very excited for that one. Alright, nearly done. You will get a message just to clarify when that is done. So just bear with me a moment as I'm going to try and finish this. Alright. Cool. So you can see the memory storage bot has now successfully recovered the memory. So we can go talk to the archivist and say, hey, you know, I have this, it's done. So we can go, how's the bot doing? And then you'll be given an extra passive effect. Now, that's done. And then you get another one, and then you repeat the process. So just to show you in comp, you can now see I've done 1 out of 5 on comp. So comp is basically filling up these bots with the necessary energy, and then that is the comp rec done for that. Each of these bots have lore. So as a spoiler, if you don't want to see this, this is the lore from, the lore from a Aggie. I'm not sure how you say it, but let's see what happens. And this is from Guthic. So I'll let you guys read this. I'll leave it up on screen. I'll just read it, but I'm not going to read it in voiceover or anything. I'll just read it, and then you guys can do with it as you will. In time, you might come to see my choice to die as a selfish act, but I am decided. I have prepared for this for centuries, ever since you visited me and I became aware of my fate. But if the mortals are not ready now, they never shall be, and maintaining the edicts has taken too much of a toll, and I cannot stall things forever. I am so very tired. I will leave you with a fighting chance, a glimmer of hope, but you'll have to find your own way, World Guardian. Use the power I shall bestow upon you, and the knowledge in these caches, and the guidance of my guardians. If you should fail, then at least the afterlife should welcome the fallen for a time until that too fails. When I see you at the end, I shall tell you I wish to be with my wife and daughter in death. However, the truth is I gave up my right to that a long time ago, unwittingly, but unequivocally. And though I know I shall never see my Aggie or Fragi again, I've lived long enough without them. In this place, I shall leave my strongest memories of them, and perhaps they can help you too in some way. I have knowingly left you with a great burden, World Guardian, and I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. There you go. That's the first one. So kind of, as you can imagine, hits the emotional family line a little bit, doesn't it? Some other ones are Seren, Juna, Sword of Edicts, and Krez. So be aware of that. Spoilers are over now. If you're just listening, well, if you're listening on audio, then it's been spoiled, hasn't it? Anyway, so yeah, that is just one of them. And as mentioned, of course, feel free to just basically do the bots and that'll complete the comp rec. Also, just as a note, excuse me, we're going to just deposit these in. So we've already filled up 5 jars, and we'll see what XP we get from this. 7k, 7k. Quite decent divination XP if you fill up the jars. So yeah, it stacks up very nicely. So there you go, that was what, 36k XP just for 5 jars right there with bonus XP. So you can see the XP here is pretty decent. You just got to be pretty consistent and very on top of all of the energies, but if you get enough jars, you'll get a lot of XP. So yes, that is pretty good. And yes, that is with bonus XP, just obviously be aware of that. Right, while we are here, let me just double check something really quickly. Oh, also, the air route mask, the mask of the air route, now has an option to teleport to Cyrodiil's dungeon, so you can use that to teleport to Cyrodiil's dungeon to take on air routes if you so wish. Also, we have tweaked the Priffness Lodestone. Just as a quick note here, I'll show you this really quickly. The Priff Lodestone is now a little bit different. Tell me if you can notice the difference. A lot more fiend, I guess is the right word for it. So yes, this is what the Priff Lodestone looks like. And looks a lot better. Mod Luke F, who did the original Lodestone update, went back after we released them, saw the feedback, went back, did another go, and I think it looks much, much better now. So yeah, that's what it looks like now. So yeah, hopefully you guys like that. Let us head over to Vic so we can show you this buy X. Alright, off we go. Oh, hello textures. There we go. Oh, come on. We can load. There we go. Alright, so. Oh, I don't have any credits. That's embarrassing. Let's trade some XP in. Sure. We'll trade in all the Divination XP, even though we just did Divination content. Anyway. So when we're going to buy, you can now go on to your XP and tokens. And, whoops, that's not right. Have I done this right? Where are the buy X's? Am I being a silly person? One moment. Oh, I do apologize. Okay, let me show you where Arc, because I can't find the right ones because I'm great at this. Right. Hold on. So, if we go into, let's say, our ports tab, we go into our resources, we can go in and buy X. So, you can go in, type your amount. Also, just as a heads up with Monday's update, you might notice there's a bit more of a gap up here. I'm going to address this now before everyone starts going, what is up with this weird spacing gap in between the typing, boom. That is to make it consistent with all other interfaces, just so you understand. So I want to address that now before everyone says stuff about that. Let me try it with DG tokens at Vic. Anyway, you can make it so I can prestige hat to 60k KC instead of no longer gaining KC. I'm not sure on that one. That is a client error. That's worrying. Okay, I'll have to have a look at that. I'll have to have a look at that. There we go. Yeah, sorry. There is a buy X on DG tokens. Apologies. Didn't mean to scare everyone. There is a buy X. You can buy as many tokens as you wish. So you can spend 79 credits in my case. Get us 7,900 tokens. Panic over. Sorry about that, everyone. Alright, so let me just do this one moment. When do we get Planted Weed Circ back? That is going to need a discussion, I believe. At the moment, I'm not sure what the dealio is with that. We just need to have a discussion with Combat Council on stuff like Planted Feet. Right, I'm going to go back to the... oh, wrong way. I'm going to go back to the Hall of Memories. So you might have noticed I might have just put in my inventory there some fragments. Now, as I mentioned, with these fragments, if you fill up the plimps, you'll get a core memory. So we'll pop this in and we'll see what happens. This is the first time I've done this as well, so I have no idea what's going to happen here. Do I sing? Depends what we consider singing, but not really, I guess. Anyway, so we'll pop these in and then we'll pop the other ones in the plinth and we'll see what happens. This is the MQC variant, by the way. Alright, so it's all done. So it says please stand by, and then it opens up and we have a Sword of Edicts. That looks really awesome. Wow. Alright, so we'll harvest it and then we'll see what happens. So we can use it to harvest our jar, so everyone can get together here and harvest the Sword of Edicts. And this is kind of a chance for you guys to have a little bit of a break. So feel free to pop on in and then use it as a chance to fill up. And yeah, so if you all work together, you can fill this up, come into the middle, and then see how this goes on. And as you saw, the MQC and Comprex essentially tied into each other with the memory bot. So when we filled up that first memory bot and then listened to the dialogue, that's what ticked off the MQC rec. So fill up the bots, and that'll tick off the MQC and Comprex. So we can see when you right-click inspect, you get our dialogue as well. So you can see what we get here is a little bit more dialogue. I'm not going to read this time. Sorry to disappoint everyone who obviously didn't want it to be read anyway. So I'll kind of just go for it bit by bit by bit. And leave it up enough so you guys can read it without just spacebarring all the way through. This is spoilers, of course. There we go. So, what should have happened now, if memory is correct. So, this is what we meant by being able to help you complete the MQC rec a little easier with everyone. So if everyone works together to fill up the plimps, you can all right-click and inspect this, and that will tick off one of these if you haven't got it already. So I haven't even done the Sword of Edict's bot for the passive yet, and that has ticked that off for me. So if everyone works together, they can fill up the MQC rec awfully quickly. However, for the comp rec, you have to fill up the memory bots that you get yourself. So yes, be aware of that. Someone said show off the Twisted Jester outfit. I don't know if I have access to it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I don't. Sorry. Let me see what I can do. I'll see what I can do for you guys. I shouldn't be doing this, I imagine, but I actually kind of want to see it myself, so let me see what I can do. Hold on. Okay. I think that's how we can do it. Okay, let me just bear with me a moment here. I just need to switch to a blank screen because I just need to try something. I'm gonna see if I can do this for you guys. And yeah, anytime I switch scenes, I always get a bit of a scare. So we'll see what we can do. Okay, did that do it? See what we can do here. Oh, I think we got it, guys. Oh, okay, we got it. Okay, bear with me. Let me just hide stuff here. So let me put on the... I'm sure they won't mind me showing you guys because I think it looks amazing. So yeah, okay. So I put on the walk animation. We've put on the outfit. You guys ready for this? Let me do this. We've managed to save it. Alright, here we go. This is the... Oh, good camera work shown. This is the Twisted Jester outfit. Look at that animation. That is absolutely amazing. Look at that. Oh boy. So yeah, I imagine you guys want to see the walk anim as well. As we've mentioned before, this will be on Solomon. Is it on Solomon's? I believe it's on Solomon's. From Monday's updates. It looks great. And I'll just show you the walk animations really quickly, and I'll show you the run animations, and we'll be done. So this is the walk animation. Look at that. That's great. Let me hide all a minute here, just so you guys can see this properly. Alright, there we go. Look at that. Amazing. So that's the the animations are great. Fair play. That's amazing. Alright, let's do the run. Let's see what we get here. Hide all. Oh my god, what? Oh my god. I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared. That is absolutely... What? Oh my. Okay, I think everyone needs this walk immediately. We need a world full of players with this walk. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Oh jeez. Lost it. Lost it, lost it, lost it. Wasn't ready for that. Look at the cape in the background. We need everyone doing this on Monday. Oh goodness. I need to organise something and get everyone to do this. This will be great. Whew. Okay. I think that'll do for teasers for now. For Monday. We need the South. I need the South bit on Monday. That is absolutely amazing.